She opened her eyes in awe and saw the end. No paddle, no escape, just water, rocks, and the killer's plan in motion. By the time she hit the bottom, it was already too late.
At first glance, it looks like a tragic accident. A young woman, a canoe, Victoria Falls. But look again. There's no paddle, no signs of a struggle. That's because I was drugged. Unconscious. When I opened my eyes and saw the edge, my name is Dr. Priya Mehta, and that moment was the last thing I ever saw.
Welcome, detectives. You've been enlisted by the Covert Detective Agency to unravel a mystery that has challenged local police and perplexed law enforcement in Victoria Falls National Park in South Africa. Dr. Priya Mehta, a noted and internationally renowned wildlife biologist in South Africa. She was murdered tonight and met her brutal end at the bottom of one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. And tonight, you stand in the detective's shoes. Your insights and theories are invaluable. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, for your engagement inspires us to craft new and enthralling mystery videos. Your mission today, should you choose to accept it, involves navigating through layers of deception to identify the killer, uncover their motive, and piece together the 5 key clues that will illuminate the path to the truth. But beware, amongst these genuine leads, there is one red herring that has been cunningly placed to mislead you. Can you solve the mystery of Dr. Priya Mehta's demise? Stay tuned and watch closely. Detective Shane Archer of the Covert Detective Agency has been called in to solve this case. He stands above the lifeless body of Dr. Priya Mehta. There are no suspects or witnesses, only a shattered canoe and the dead body. Archer has solved other cases in jungles, deserts, and distant cities, and he knew. The truth is always hiding in plain sight if you ask the right questions. Priya was brilliant, bold, respected by some, resented by others. She was one of South Africa's leading wildlife biologists, had spent her life tracking elephants, exposing poachers, and speaking out at international summits. This trip to Victoria Falls was meant to launch her next major research project, an expedition into hippo migration along the lower Zambezi. She invited 4 guests and a guide to join her on a private canoe safari, but someone came with a secret, and by dawn, Priya would be gone. And on the river, 3 canoes drifting, 5 souls, 1 victim, 4 suspects. Kwame paddles silently at the back of the lead canoe. In the front, Claire Dayam is holding her phone, filming the passing landscape. Her mind thinks of content ideas for her social media, and her idea for a title, Safari Goes Wrong. Miles Trask leans into each stroke at the back of the canoe, a sharp venture capitalist. Miles isn't here for the wildlife. He's here for an opportunity, calculating risks and the wild beauty he can make a profit from. Priya is the only person on this river who might ruin his plans. Zane Kalua is an adventure influencer and lives for the thrill, the shot, the story. Every ripple of the river, every flicker of wildlife. Content waiting to happen. Zane's camera may capture something he never intended, something even his followers won't believe. As the sun dipped low, the golden light danced across the Zambezi River. The 3 canoes slid toward shore, paddles dipping lazily as the day's journey neared its end. Kwame guided the group to a sandy beach framed by acacia trees. The canoes scraped onto the sand, and the travelers climbed out, stretching tired muscles. Elephants grazed at the water's edge, antelope flashed through the tall grass, and a fish eagle shrieked overhead. Fixed high on a tree, a small wildlife trail camera silently faced the beach, its lens dark, waiting. As night fell, the travelers gathered around a crackling campfire. Laughter floated into the night, but tension threaded the air. Claire's sharp voice cut through the warmth. They clashed earlier over a disputed wildlife photo. Across the fire, Zane fidgeted with his GoPro, frustration flashing on his face as the battery failed. Though when asked why he stayed near the water after, he offered only a shrug. Miles raised his glass, pouring drinks for everyone with practiced charm. Priya sat nearby, the faintest trace of something bitter under its fruity scent. Glasses clinked, smiles masked unease, and slowly, one by one, they drifted to their tents as the fire burned low. A shadowed figure slipped between tents, silent as the river. Minutes later, the figure emerged, dragging a limp form through the sand, leaving a clear trail of drag marks from the tents to the shore. The wildlife trail camera saw everything. By the water's edge, a canoe waited, the only one without a paddle. The silhouette lifted Priya inside, waiting beside it as the current took hold. Waist deep, the figure guided the boat toward the channel, framed in pale moonlight, then slipped back towards shore as the river pulled the canoe into the night. Downstream, the roar of Victoria Falls swallowed the dark. The water took its secret, but on the beach, clues remained. A faint chemical trace in a cup, drag marks in the sand, a paddleless canoe adrift, and a camera that never blinked. And in the background, old wounds, bitter arguments, and unexplained midnight wanderings, all tangled in the web of suspicion the detective would soon unravel. Detectives, have you distinguished the crucial clues from the cunning misdirections? Have you grasped the true motive behind Priya's death? Or are you still in search of that definitive piece of evidence that connects all the dots? Embedded within the verses of a song about Priya's tragic night lie, hints that could guide you to solve his murder.
Beneath the gold of the sinking sun, the river whispered, the night begun. 3 canoes drifted, no words, no sound, just hearts that raced as dark came down. A glass was raised with a charming smile. Bitter danced in that drink a while. Along the shore, the soft sand stirred. A shadow moved, no spoken word. And the river hums and the river sighs. It keeps the truth where the secret lies. No paddle waits in the empty boat. A current's pull, a fatal note. The river hums, the river sings. What lingers there on midnight's breeze? Clear, sharp voice cut through the flame. A stolen shot, a fraying name. Zane stood silent by the shore. His camera did, but eyes asked more. Drag marks winding through the sand, led to water, led to hand. And up above, unseen, unknown, a camera watched, and the river hummed in silent sighs. It keeps the truth where the secret lies. No paddle waits in the empty boat. A current's pull, a fatal note. The river hums, the river sees. What lingers there on midnight's breeze? The jungle watched, the eagles cried. The current knew who planned who lied. A boat was taken, a life set free, but the river carved the memory. Victoria's thunder filled the night, a drifting boat, a failing light. The camera blinked but made no sound. It watched the guilty slip unbound in the river side. It keeps the truth where the secret lies. The paddle lost, the boat alone. The camera's eye had always known. The river hums, the river sees. What lingers there on midnight's breeze? So gather close and mark this song. The river's memory lasts so long.
Have you pieced together the clues to uncover the murderer and the motive for the murder? Have you distinguished fact from deception? Take a moment to think it over. If you need more time, hit pause now. The answers will be revealed in 10 seconds. The reveal. The 5 clues. The first clue is drag marks in the sand. Investigators found clear drag marks in the sand between the campfire area and the canoe, showing where Priya's unconscious body had been dragged to the canoe launch spot. The second clue is there was no paddle in the canoe. Priya's canoe was discovered without a paddle, proving she couldn't have navigated or escaped, confirming she was deliberately set adrift. The third clue is Priya's spiked drink. Witnesses recalled that Miles gave Priya a drink by the campfire that night. This drink was later confirmed to contain the sedative, linking him directly to the crime. The fourth clue is matching canoe and camp setup. The canoes were tied near the campfire site, and only Miles' canoe was found out of place the next morning, further tying him to the scene of the crime. The fifth clue is the trail camera footage, nighttime. A wildlife camera with infrared capability captured Miles placing Priya's unconscious body into her canoe near the campfire and then pushing the canoe into the river at night. The one red herring. There was only one red herring, Claire's argument. Claire had a heated public argument with Priya the day before her death, making her appear to have a possible motive. Who committed the murder? Miles Trask, the quiet, seemingly cooperative guest, murdered Priya by placing her unconscious body into the canoe and launching it into the river at night. Motive behind the murder. Miles Trask's motive was driven by greed and ambition. He planned to develop land near Victoria Falls and along the river, aiming to build commercial resorts and profit from tourism. Priya, a passionate wildlife biologist and environmental advocate, had been working tirelessly to block his development plans in order to protect the natural environment. Her efforts threatened to halt Miles Trask's lucrative project, so he murdered her to eliminate the opposition and clear the path for his commercial ambitions. If you're captivated by the twists and turns of investigations about mysteries, and you would like to view an extended confrontation between Shane Archer from the Covert Detective Agency and Miles Trask, we invite you to join the Covert Detective Agency community at www.thecovertdetectiveagency.com. Members gain exclusive access to the climatic confrontations, along with early access to all new videos posted on YouTube. Plus, you will receive more than 20 special member benefits. Go to www.thecovertdetectiveagency.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to like this video. And one last thing, your insights and theories are crucial to us, so please share your thoughts and deductions in the comments below. Your feedback not only enriches our community, but also inspires us to craft new and more thrilling mystery videos that keep you guessing and engaged.